Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone's having a good day. I'm here with my cousin Edwin. He's joining me in today's video.
Hi.
So today's video is gonna be a little bit more serious. I don't even know if it's serious, but if you saw my previous video before the previous one, two videos ago I had mentioned that I was in the LGBT community.
Q+.
And I said that I was transgender, so now you're gonna hear my story with that. It wasn't an easy thing for me to do because at that time I didn't think like that my family was gonna support me and that they were gonna like act different around me.
Cause it's more recent, but still those times weren't as like now. Yeah, cause like it's Pride Month currently. Tomorrow's not gonna be Pride Month, but like everywhere is like oh blah blah blah. But like even then it was like 2019.
I came out to my family 2 years ago.
2020?
Yes.
Well, yeah, whatever that.
It was year 2020.
So like it wasn't big, but it wasn't small.
But remember, I didn't come out as transgender first.
Yeah.
I came out as being lesbian. And when I told my family, I told everyone differently, different occasions. It depends. Like if I went to visit them, you know, I would have brought up the topic with if I had brought a girl over saying that I was dating her, how they feel about it. And that kind of like led to the whole thing.
I found out at Kane's. I was like the first couple.
When I told him, I was with 12 other of my cousins.
I was like the first couple of people that you told.
And he started crying, and he made me cry, making me like, you know, it was the whole thing.
I was just very proud of her because, you know, everybody was like, oh yeah, blah, 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 blah. But for her to actually say it, well, yeah.
But anyways, I did come out to my family as a lesbian first because that's what I thought I was in the beginning. And then a few the days went by, and I still wasn't feeling like right. Like something was still off. So that's when I'm like, maybe I'm not. Like I like girls, but I can't see myself dating a girl looking as a girl, if that makes sense.
Yes, I don't know if I have a picture or you have a picture, but you look completely
so then
different.
I think it was a few months later when I had came out again being transgender. And that's who I feel like I am right now. That's what I feel that I am, because I was never a fan of wearing girl clothes. I was never comfortable. It was something that I hate, but I didn't say anything because, you know, I didn't know how my family was going to react. So I kind of knew that I was interested in girls way back before I actually came out with my family. I would say I started getting feelings toward girls more towards my 2 last years of middle school.
Mm-hmm. Aren't those the only years of middle school?
7th and 8th. It was more 7th grade. I was more in 7th grade. But at that time, I still wasn't understanding what the LGBTQ plus community was.
Again, that was
I was still new. And I'm like, you know, I'm like, okay. So I like kept it to myself. I didn't say anything to anyone or my family. But then I think in some way I kind of started coming out slowly by the way I dressed, because I think that kind of helped me a little bit, trying to get like people to like see if they noticed something. Because I never liked wearing dresses. I never liked doing my makeup or doing my hair. I just did it for my family because, you know, at that time, you know, I was like, okay, if I come out with something, what they're gonna say, what are they gonna react like, you know? But I just did it just for them. But I was never comfortable. I never liked it because I was pretending to be someone I wasn't. And I didn't like that. So that's when I'm like, okay. Then my whole high school, like, years, I'm like, I kind of made it more obvious because of how I was dressed. It was still I was still getting girl clothes, but I was getting girl clothes almost looking like guy clothes. You know, like, I wouldn't wear blouses. I wouldn't wear any of that. It was more like graphic t-shirts, you know, like with the characters and stuff. Then I was like, yeah, no. I felt like I had a lot of my depression because I was having trouble dealing with it, not having to tell anyone how I really feel about things. And I just had it tough. Because I didn't even know what was going on. So then after I got out of high school, I started working, able to start buying my own stuff. Then I kind of start going towards more buying. I started with the shirts first. Because
I remember that.
It was easier. You know, I find the guys' clothes more comfortable than the girls'
They're
clothes.
sexist when it comes to clothes.
And I think it's just me, but I find it comfortable, you know. That was a way of me trying to show my family or people who I want, like, who I was trying to be, who I am. I don't know.
So, my part, she lived far away from me at that time, but, you know, everybody, like my mom and stuff, would be like, oh, she's a tomboy.
Yeah, I would dress like more like a tomboy.
Yeah. We all, like, had a, not me, I was like 5.
Pretty much everyone in my family had,
like,
ideas of, okay,
they're like,
you
oh
know,
yeah, she's probably, but, like, I didn't understand anything, but, like,
yeah.
Obviously now everything's like, but yeah, so everybody,
yeah,
like,
honestly, I don't know exactly when I finally made up my mind with myself, saying, okay, this is who I am, and I shouldn't be, like, worrying about it. I shouldn't be, like, stressing out, because it's who I am, you know. I can't hide who I am. I can't be living a life that I'm not happy with, you know. So I feel like I started deciding, I'm like, alright, I gotta start telling my family, you know, because it's obvious I'm wearing a lot more I was wearing guy clothes most of the time, you know. I knew my family already had suspicions, you know, but I think at that time they didn't want to say anything to me until I had mentioned something about it. And it was true. I came out here in 2019. And in...
You tried growing your hair back out. Because I remember...
Yeah, I tried. So, I'm telling you the story about my hair. I'm not going to show my hair right now because it's a disaster, you know. I haven't gotten a haircut in over a month. And I don't like it. I had shaved my head off because I had found out the previous year that I had a friend that had cancer. And in a way to support her, I shaved my head. I didn't shave it bald, you know, like no hair. But like I shaved it.
Like a buzz?
Like a buzz, yeah. And once I did it, I felt a little bit more like, alright, I feel more like I don't know if I should say like relief that I'm finally doing a little bit more steps to being who I want to be or who I am. I don't know what the difference is. But I did that, and then ever since then,
You kept it short.
I've had it short.
Cause like even after that, before you came out,
I never liked having my long hair. I never had it down. I always had it up in a ponytail.
Before you came out, you did try growing it out so that you could like, you know, fit in. But
I was still trying to hide it.
But then you came out. And
but then
you
I'm
were
like, why am I gonna hide it? I'm not happy like this. I don't want, you know. So it grew. It grew almost like shaggy kind of hair, you know, shaggy.
I have a picture.
And then I was like, no, I'm not gonna get it back long. I never liked it long. What's the whole point of me growing it out again? So I just kept it short. Since then until now, I've had it short. But like I said, I haven't been able to get a haircut. So it's long. And for me, I don't like it like this. Because it's just, I have trouble. I can't do it. You know, I can't do it with long hair. So then, I think I had people ask me if me doing that was a way, like, for me to come out. And honestly, it wasn't an idea that I had that was the best way for me to tell people that I had came out. I did it because I was supporting a friend, and after I just ended up liking it.
So, so this is like.
Yeah, that's me with my long hair. I couldn't do that.
I see your bangs, and then your hair.
That was the longest I ever had it, and I will never get it that long again.
And there's 9-year-old me. My teeth.
I will never get it that long again. I've tried because people have told me like, we want to see you with long hair, like, but no. As soon as the hair touches my eyes, for me that already says, all right, I need a haircut. I can't do that. That's no.
It's annoying, but I like my.
I have it like that right now, but you know I have my hat on, so I don't want to show you guys.
There's this one time I had my hair like right here, and it was so ugly.
But that's already too long. I think I had one cousin tell me if by cutting my hair like that, it was me saying that I'm coming out or something, and it wasn't. At first, it wasn't. When I decided to keep it short, that's when I'm like, okay, this is how I like it. I'm gonna keep it. And then after I had came out, being a lesbian first, I'm like, something still didn't feel right. So I think I don't know if it was like a few months or just a few weeks.
I feel like it was more like a year.
I don't know. But then I came out again saying that I was transgender.
I'm sure you figured yourself out after a little bit, but like you came out like after a year or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It was like all over because I was still confused with myself. I didn't feel right when I had said the words that I was a lesbian. I didn't feel right. Then when I came out again saying that I'm transgender, that's when I felt okay. I felt a lot more relieved, you know, because it's who I am. And honestly, I don't care if people judge me. They can say whatever they want, you know. It's not gonna affect me. I'm gonna live my life the way I want to, you know. But I came out. I think when I came out as transgender, I had told my family I'm thinking of changing my name.
Yeah, you said you were gonna change your name, so like we were like, okay. And then you were like to like a more male name.
And what I find funny is that my whole family already knew. Because when I actually came out and told them, they also told me the exact same thing. Oh, we already knew. We were just waiting for you to come out.
We weren't like...
Because I wasn't, you know, it was obvious because of how I dressed. And I'm like, okay. And then me knowing that made me feel like, okay, I should have, like, why was I scared to tell my family, you know, like, why it took me this long, like, since I've told my family, I feel like some family members are still, you know, like...
Some family members don't even know what that means still.
well, but I feel like some family members are still like, you know, like, I don't know if they're confused or something, but I know in some way they are having trouble to deal with it, maybe. I don't know. Because, you know, they've known me as with my long hair, you know, like, because they have also asked me, like, if I ever will grow out my hair, and I'm like, I will never grow it out ever again. That is a true fact. Never. So, yeah, I think when I came out as transgender, I said it with having the idea of wanting to change my name. And I think that's how it all started. And after I had said that, I felt more relieved. Like, I felt more I felt more like I can, like, you know, take a breather. Because,
you know, you don't have to hide what you want to say.
Yeah, and then I didn't have all this stress in my back. You know, I just, you know, something off my back, you know. And then, I don't know if any of you guys have heard the phrase, or I don't know what it's called, you know, like, I came out of the closet, you know. Like, I finally decided to come out of the closet. And when I first came out, I felt like I was, like, halfway out of the closet. Like, I came out, but not fully. Because at that time, I'm like, I was still confused. So when I came out as being transgender, that's when I was like, right, now I completely came out of the closet, you know? Now I'm not hiding in there because I already know that my family knows, you know, like, friends that I have, you know. So, and I'm kind of like, was shocked hearing that my family is supportive, you know. That it's something I'm always scared of.
You're very blessed that you have a supportive family.
I am very blessed, because not everyone has that. And I know that there's people out there right now that are probably having a hard time coming out, because, like, again, like, I was scared to come out and tell my family because I didn't know how they were going to react. But I think the only thing I can say for the people that are having trouble out there, you know, coming out, I think you shouldn't be afraid, because at the end, it's all your happiness. It's your happiness. Like, your happiness depends on you, no one else. You're the one that's going to be living your life. Like, if people don't agree with it, well, that's on them. People that support you, well, that's good. But at the end of the day, it's your choice, your life. You know, it's your life. You decide how you want to live it.
Your life, your choice.
You know, so just don't be afraid, you know. I think the hard part is actually coming out and saying it. I think that's the hard part. Because I had a hard time coming out. A lot of people say that the difficult part is coming out, saying it. And it was, because I would get nervous every time I would see someone that hadn't known who I am, you know. But at the end, look at me, you know. I told my family, so far they've been there for me, and I appreciate it, you know. They're not treating me any differently.
I painted you a lesbian flag heart, and you ended up being trans. So now
well, at that time I didn't know.
Now I need to paint you a trans heart and a lesbian heart.
Well, I still have the other one, because in some way I still was that. That's how I first came out, you know. I was there like that for a few months. I also have the flag that my cousin gave me. The very first year I celebrated Pride with them. She got me the flag, and I have it up in my room, but I gotta get my transgender flag and have it there too. But I'm still gonna keep the other one up, because in some way it was still part of a little bit of who I was before, you know? Right? I think, you know? So, I was, like, so relieved. And ever since then, I've been living my life the way I want. Like, some people don't agree, you know, still, because, you know, they're used to seeing me, you know, like, dressed like a girl, you know, like, all that. But I wasn't happy. I think a lot of my depression that I had back then was because of that, because I was living a life that I didn't think it was me, you know. So all I can say is I feel a lot more happier because I'm starting to live my life the way I want it. Yeah, I've still made bad decisions, you know. I've been making, you know, but I'm working on it, you know. I'm trying so hard. Like I said, the year and a half, I don't know if you haven't seen my last video, I brought this up. I had therapy for a year and a half because of me trying to commit suicide. Yeah, if you want to know a little bit of that story, you gotta check the last video I did. But yeah, I tried to, like, I literally have scars right here. Like, they're small because, you know, I eventually stopped myself from doing it because I'm like, I was able to what do you call it?
You were just able to, like,
realize that what I was doing was wrong. And then that's when I started thinking, like, oh my god, if I do this, my family's gonna be hurt, you know, I'm gonna make, you know. So then, yeah, I took therapy for a year and a half before I came out here where I'm at now. And it helped. Obviously, I still have issues. Who doesn't have issues in their life, you know? Some people may have it a lot easier than others. But I'm trying to mentally get better because I feel like it's more my mental capacity because, you know, I start thinking of things, you know, that aren't even true, and then that's when, you know, that's when everything goes on. You know, I start thinking like, oh, they don't like me, they don't love me because I'm like this, oh, they don't, you know, when actually it's just me putting bad ideas in my head.
You're scaring yourself.
And I think that this is where I have to start. Mentally fixing my mind. Yeah.
You need to adjust your mind. Because you're thinking one thing that's the complete opposite of what
yeah,
actually it is.
I've always lived my life. Well, I always see everything negative. I always like assume everything is bad. Even though if a situation is a good situation, you know? I always see the negative. I never see the positive. Which, that is something I also gotta fix. That's why I'm like, you know? It's something I'm working on. And I've made so many mistakes in my... Like, I made so many mistakes. So many mistakes. I made so many decisions because I do them without thinking. You know? And if you know me, you know. I mean, that's true.
Yeah, you have made a lot of mistakes.
I made so many.
Like,
I regret some of them, but some of them I don't regret because I wouldn't be in the spot I am now, which is better. I feel like I'm better than before. Yeah. If you met me before, I was like unsupportive. Like, you couldn't handle me. I was like,
I couldn't even talk to you without you being like
I said, I get mad easily. Sometimes I don't even know why I get mad.
I feel like that pressure was
I just
also being hidden in the closet. Because, you know, you're being pressured and stuff. So then after you came out, your attitude issues, like, gradually got better.
I'm still working on them because I still have issues.
But it's a lot
better than before. I can tell you, I'm better than before.
Like, even
because now I'm able to control a little bit more. My when I get an attitude and like I like, all right, I gotta breathe. You know, if I continue arguing with this person, it's gonna make it worse. I'm like, I'm just not gonna say anything. You know, so I think that's why most of the stuff what happening with me is because I was fighting with myself, like being not able to come out right away. I think because I was scared of what people would think of, you know? So, like, I can ask you right now, how did you actually feel when I came out?
So, lesbian,
Because you did cry. He did cry when I
cried.
first came out as a lesbian. So.
Lesbian, I'm still young, but I was younger, so I didn't...
Oh, yeah, that's true. You were younger.
I didn't completely get the whole point of it. I just thought, you're lesbian. So I wasn't sad, but I was more like proud. But since I didn't really know what it was, I just started crying. And then when you came out transgender to my mom, I was there, and I was in the background doing whatever I was doing, and I was just eavesdropping, because
like always.
That's what I'm known to do. But that I was like, good job. And I was like, I'm gonna help you. And that was more recent, so I'm more not grown, but you know. So I was able to like
visualize it.
I was able
a little bit more, I guess.
Yeah, I was able to comprehend more than I did the first time. So I was like, okay.
Yeah. And something that I'm noticing, and a few people have told me like why I want to do this, you know, with changing my name. I don't think none of my family has told me why I want to do it, but I've had a few friends, you know, that I understand why they feel that way, because, you know, but at the end of the day, I'm doing what's best for me, what makes me happy, regardless of what other people think, you know, because at the end, it's my decision.
It's your decision.
If they want to still talk with me, then they can still talk to me. If they don't, well, it was nice knowing you. I don't want you in my life if you're just going to be putting me down, you know. But I've had people tell me, you know, like, why are you changing your name? You know, God made you one way, you know, He gave you your name, you should stay like that, you know. I'm like, I don't think that.
If you're
well, I don't know.
If you're a man named Melissa, I mean, there's nothing bad about that, but it's like more uncommon for a man named Melissa. So,
well, honestly, yeah, we were born a certain way. We were given a certain name, but at the end of the day, as people, I think as we grow, we learn.
Your life, your choice.
Exactly. But I think as we get older, you know, like, you, like, getting to know who you are and stuff. But for me, coming out as transgender is who I want to be, because it makes me happy, you know. Why am I going to be living a life all miserable
that you don't want to live?
Exactly, not being what I want to be, you know. And I'm not gonna lie, I love my name, Melissa. It's the name my parents picked for me, you know. It's like, it's not a bad name. I'm not changing it because I don't like the name, because I do like it. But at the end of the day, like,
you're choosing
coming out
what fits you.
Coming out the way I came out, you know, starting to change my lifestyle.
Yeah, your fashion.
You know, my fashion. I don't think the name suits me anymore. It's like, that name would always be in here. Because I was that person for a certain amount of years.
And that's helped you grow. That's helped
and
you make has helped lessons.
Yes. And now, me keeping that name and looking more like a guy, I feel like, no, it's not who I am right now, and it's, you know, so I want to change it because of what I'm gonna be going through, which is not bad, you know. I want to have top surgery. I want to,
hormones?
I want to do hormones, and I want to get rid of my period. Bottom surgery, I can tell you right now, I'm still 50-50 on that. And I want to change my name. I for sure want to do those because I have had people say, "Are you sure you want to do it?" Because once you do it, it's gonna be too late. I do want to do it. I do want to do it because it's gonna make me happy. And the reason why I do it is because I don't like my body. I'm not satisfied with my body right now. Because it's not who I feel like I am. So, and like again, if people judge me, I don't care. Because at the end of the day, it's gonna be me living the experience. And I'm gonna be the one, you know. I'm gonna decide what I want. If people don't agree with it, well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. But I'm not gonna be pretending to be someone I'm not. Because I won't do that. I've done that for a long time in the past, and I'm not going to do it anymore. I just can't do it anymore. So, I still haven't thought of a name. I'm still deciding. It's kind of hard because I want a name that sounds...
like you.
Good.
That fits you.
That fits me, obviously, but that fits well with my last name. Because her last name is Rare. It's rare.
Uncommon in our
It's
area.
uncommon. So it has I for me, you know, but I'm working on it.
Like our family jokes about your name being Poncho. But
really, you started that.
I started it.
So I don't know why he came up with this name.
These are all your names.
But he's all like, well, I'm gonna call you Poncho. And I'm like, okay, you know, I don't mind. And then all of a sudden
everybody else did.
My sisters are calling me like that, you know. Hey, Poncho, you know. I'm like, okay.
So
and I'm
her
like,
names are Stupid, Carmen, Poncho, Billy, Bob, Mint, Martin, Milky, Merkley.
Those are all the names he gives me. But going back to Poncho, I don't know where he came up with it. And I'm like, alright, you can just call me like that, you know, until I decide what name I want to find, you know. Because, even before I came out, I think, or like, in the process of coming out, people would call me him.
I did.
Her, sir, you know. And it never bothered me, because I was, you know, it's fine.
I did notice that.
You know, it never bothered me, and it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
But right now, people are calling me both ways.
Yeah, I call you both.
But at the end of the day, when I decide what name I want, is when I want people to just start calling me him, he,
him, his pronouns.
His pronouns. But for right now, you can call me her, it, whatever you want. It's not going to bother me. Because I'm used to it. You know, this is not going to affect me.
Right now you're using, like, gender fluid pronouns.
You can give me whatever pronoun you want.
You're, like, in the middle of your transition.
Basically, yeah, I am. So, right now it doesn't bother me. But after, you know, that's when I'm going to be like, alright, guys. I need you to start working on calling me he, him, his. You know, his. Because that's going to be me, basically, after this whole process is going to be done, you know? So, yeah, I don't really know what else I can do, you know? I'm going to live my life the way I want it. If people don't like it, well, I'm sorry. Like I said, you can leave. You know, the door's wide open for you to get out of my life. You know, I'm not going to have people putting me down. I'm not going to have people, you know, like, I'm not going to have negative comments, negative people in my life. When all I'm trying to do is be more positive.
You've gone through so much, and for people to be rude, that's just so, like, that wouldn't be good for your health.
No.
Mentally.
I'm not going to lie, I've been surrounding myself by a lot of negative people. I don't even know how. I guess it's something I don't know. But some people have told me that, like, you bring toxic people in your life. And I'm like, maybe I do, maybe I don't. Maybe I'm the toxic one. I don't know. But I have brought people in my life that don't appreciate what I do for them. I have had people come into my life just to play with my feelings, you know, that they just use me because of my kindness, and that's just, no, that's not gonna work for me anymore. I've finally realized that those are the people I cannot have in my life, like, at all.
Grow through what you go through.
Okay. Yeah. So that is a little bit about how I came out. I don't know if
that's your story.
That's my story, you know. If you have more questions, just comment down, you know, like
now for the sponsor.
If you whatever. If you're someone out there, like I said, that is having a hard time because you think that
you won't be supported.
You won't be supported. People are just gonna criticize you. Well, like I said, keep those people out of your life and keep the ones that will actually be there for you, support you, and just be there when you need it. You know, like, there's always gonna be one person that's gonna be there for you. I guarantee it.
It could be a friend.
It can be a friend, your family, but don't be afraid to come out if you're having a hard time, because that's the difficult part. Once you come out, it'll probably still be a little semi-difficult, but it'll be a lot easier because you would be able to show or express who you truly are to the public, and you'll probably be meeting people that will totally support you, other people that will criticize you, and honestly, let them talk. Because they don't have anything better to do with themselves, you know? And I feel like people that bully other people are people that have problems of their own. And
jinx, double jinx,
and the easiest way for them to, you know, cope is to be rude to other people, which it shouldn't be. But, yeah. Just don't be afraid. Be who you want to be. And live your life. You only live once. You only live once.
So, you're not done.
I will be going on vacation. I'm going to go see my family in Colorado. I'm going to go see my parents. I haven't seen them since November of last year. That's like, because I went for Thanksgiving, you know. So I'm going to go visit them, you know. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing any videos over there, but if I do, I'll upload them. If I don't, I'll continue them when I come back, you know. It's a little bit, you know, be away, be with my family, you know, have a good time. And I will upload when I come back. Obviously, I've been doing a lot better. I don't know. Do you think I've been doing a little bit more better uploading?
Yeah.
Because when I first started doing videos, I'm like, I said I was gonna upload 3 times a week. That did not work at all. And then I stopped because I was going through personal stuff that were just, you know, like how I said, like I said, I just been surrounding myself with negative vibes, and I should have not done that. Then I started up again when I changed my YouTube channel, you know, the Your Life, Your Choice, and then I've been uploading. So I think that's good. I'm working on it.
Are you ready for my sponsored part?
No, nothing's sponsored. Nothing is sponsored.
I'm sponsoring you.
What are you sponsoring me?
So here is my what is it? Here's my honest candy review. I'm going to be reviewing Ferrero Rocher.
They are not sponsors.
They're not sponsoring us. I'm sponsoring you. Hot tamales and alegría de almendra. Almond joy. So, my third pick is hot tamales. Because just...
Okay, yeah.
My second pick is Ferrero Rocher.
Right.
And my first pick is Almond Joy. If you don't like Almond Joy, leave a like. If you like Almond Joy, leave a like and comment down below. if you don't know what Almond Joy is, I'm gonna come for you.
Okay.
Almond Joy is the best.
Well, like I said, I'm going on vacation. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be uploading. But if I don't, I hope you all have a great 4th of July weekend. Don't party too much, you know. And stay safe, you know. And I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.
Bye.